few years ago when Sonia and I met and we decided to marry, we had to navigate some of the challenges of blending two families. And one of the commitments that she and I made to each other was that our kids would not be yours and mine. They would be ours. And we decided to love them just like we loved one another. And so the day we got married, the size of our family doubled. 3 daughters and a boy. But to have 3 daughters and a mom and 2 female dogs, me and Spence needed each other. We kind of stuck together. So for me to have the bonus of having a boy was really a precious thing. I'd never had a son before. And so whether it was working on the truck or hunting or whatever it was, we got to spend those times together and bond. A couple of years ago when he moved out, I told him what I've told all of our kids. I said, you ever get in trouble, you call me. So last Saturday night at midnight, my phone rang. And when I picked the phone up and saw his name, maybe you've gotten a call like that. And the 1,000 things that went through my mind before I could hit that answer button. I said, hey, what's going on? And he said, sorry to call you, but I didn't know who else to call. I'm stuck and I need help. The place where we deer hunt's down on the Harpeth River on the Cheatham County line. And he and his buddy went down there to help out with the coyote problem. And they couldn't get out. And I just said, I'm on my way. So I got my clothes on and some boots and drove down there. And you can imagine all the things that are going through my mind. Why did y'all stay down here this late? Where'd you get stuck? How did you get stuck? And then God got a hold of me and said, you're not going to the hospital. You're not going to the jail or worse. You're going to get him unstuck. So I get down there and I expect him to be in one place, kind of on the high side of the river bottom up next to the woods. And I said, where is it? And he shines his flashlight this way. Here's the river, this way. And he's right in the middle of that river bottom. The place where I had told him to avoid because it stays wet year round. Walked down there with him and looked at it, and he was stuck. All 4 wheels. So he's got a full-size Chevrolet truck, 4-wheel drive. I have a Honda Ridgeline, which is not a real truck. He said, how are you going to get me out of here? I said, I'm going to reach you with a strap. I'm going to take a strap and I can reach you. And I'm going to stay on solid ground and I'm going to pull you out. I don't think either one of those boys, his buddy was with him, I don't think either one of them believed me. And we hooked the straps up and I told his buddy, I said, tell him to start spinning the tires. And I said, I'm going to pull him out of here. And sure enough, I pulled and that strap popped and he came out of the mud. His bumper had been on the ground. He came up out of the mud and I pulled him all the way back up to the road. Got him turned around, going in the right direction. And his buddy said, I can't believe that. And that's when I got my reward, because Spencer walked up and hugged me and said, thank you. I went on my way and they went on their way. And on my drive home, I start thinking again, well, what do I need to talk to him about? What do we need to go back over again? And then the Lord got a hold of me again. And he said, remember that time you got stuck in that river bottom? He said, all you need to do is love that boy. And so I waited 2 days and I texted him back and I said, hey, Spence, hope everything's okay with your truck. I just want you to know you're welcome to always call me. Don't you ever be afraid. I said, you don't have my last name, but you're my boy. And you call me anytime you need help. I remember thinking too during that drive, all those things that I could say or should say. And I just remember getting this impression as I drove. And it was like I just knew this. God was my truck. Jesus was my strap. And I'd still be stuck if they had pulled me out.